which is unusual.
What, you stayed on watching him get beat?
No, I wasn't sure whether you get beat. When you look at that performance versus the one against in that Aberdeen Leisure Centre. I watched the Aberdeen Leisure Centre. No disrespect to Aberdeen. No, it weren't Glasgow. Mate, don't try and big it up. It weren't Glasgow.
Glasgow.
It was on the outskirts of Glasgow. Having watched that performance, I thought I'm not sure he can beat Lemieux there. But I'll take my hat off. It was an outstanding performance.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Listen, if you got.
I didn't think we had a chance against him.
Yeah. No, well, yeah. Hopefully they get made, and we'll see. Who have you got for the fight?
Well, I fancied Canelo would win the first fight, actually, in the end. But can he win the second fight when he was beaten quite handily? I think 3 or 4 rounds.
The only thing is that. The only thing is with that.
It's going to be a cracking fight on the night. Don't just roll up for the main event. Local derby. Rotherham against Sheffield. I don't think Rotherham beat us at anything. So it'll be the first time for them. But make sure you turn up. It's going to be a fantastic scrap.
Go on, Dom. Go on, Dom. I can just sit here. And you know what I mean?
I'll tell you one thing. He's supposed to be promoter here. Now Don's promoting his show. Yeah. He's more interested in sitting back, doing his interviews.
Dom's my coach. Yeah. British world champion. Not in terms of CVs, but in terms of ability. Yeah, I think you'd have to say he's up there. I don't think he's had.
You've said a lot of things about him in the past.
No, Eddie's a good man, isn't he? Eddie's a good man. The CV, no. Listen, look, that's all I say. What good for boxing? Whatever fights can get made, the big fights, what channels are on, what channels are not. As long as the big fights get made for the fans, that's all that matters, you know. And the fighters get, what they're in there for. A few quid and get the recognition for it. I personally think that's what it's all about.
Sometimes what you need is just a mindset. The reason he was boxing shit is because he weren't motivated and couldn't be asked, and weren't living the life. Fighters are very similar. Kell Brooks, same sort of mindset. If you're not motivated and he's not interested, all he's going to do is want to eat and slob about. But when you get in a camp, what Dom does very well, and it's any camp where there's good camaraderie. I was just at the EIS with AJ. It's a great feeling in there. Everyone likes turning up. Everyone's training hard together. It makes it a lot easier when you're in camp, those kind of camps. They've just been out in Forteventura, Kell, Terry Flanagan, Atif, all those guys. And when you enjoy what you do, like any job, you're going to do very well at your job. But when you don't enjoy your job and you're rocking up in the office and you're thinking, fucking hell, all you want to do is go and have a kip in the toilet. Well, you said that, not me.
What I want to know is the AJ Tyson Fury fight going to happen. This is the question. This is the question.
This is the fight that I think has to happen. I think Tyson has realised that he needs a couple of fights. And I think he wants a couple of easier fights, and I think that's the right thing to do. The issue is what is the deal? So I think what should happen is he should employ you as his negotiator, and me and you, after you've had your fight against Martin, we should have a little night out, and we'll do the deal in the pub. It's easy done. You know what I mean?
Listen, I could do the deal for Tyson here, sitting around this table, while these are videos. I've got authority. One second. Just hold the line. Wait there, 1 second. Now look, watch this. He wants to pick up now. Listen, Andy. If he gives me the go red, we're going to do the deal with him.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame. 80-20 it is. All right then, Bill. Yeah. No, I think when you talk about build-ups, that is epic. And at the end of the day, although obviously, just like the fighters, I like a pound note. I love to be involved in fights where generally you really want to fucking win.
Listen, that fight there, in my opinion, is probably the biggest fight in British boxing history. In my opinion, that fight there. You got Tyson. Look what he brings to the table. The character he is. Then you got AJ, the laid back. Everyone loves him. Do you know what I mean? Tyson can turn AJ's lovers into haters. He can do that. That's what he does. He gets under people's skin, and he's very, very good at it. Be very, very good, and it'd be a very good fight. It's not a fight where you say, "Oh yeah, he's definitely going to win." It's going to be two heavyweights. You know what I mean? AJ punches like a mule. Tyson is like elastic, and can punch as well. It's a very, very good matchup. Very good matchup. But the only thing is, are we going to see that fight though? That's the only thing I keep thinking.
Yeah. Well, we want all the belts. So after Parker, you got one to go. A bit like you. So all you want really, all you should want, is all the belts. But I know you want the money as well. But that comes with that and ultimately with us, if AJ beats Parker, he's got to fight Wilder and he gets all the belts. Great fight. The Wilder AJ is a great fight as well.
Very dangerous before the Fury fight.
Depends on the deal, depends on the situation. The attraction for AJ is not the money. Not saying arrogant, he's made a lot of money. He wants to be the undisputed champion of the world. So that is the priority. But he also would fucking, excuse my language, love to fight Tyson. Because you know AJ, he loves to fight.
But I would just put it out there. You know that, obviously I'm not saying we're from the mobile community, as my mate calls us. Right, but what I'm saying is here that at the moment, the man still, even though he's been inactive and not boxed, it's Tyson Fury. He was world champion.
You can't be the man. If you've been inactive for 2 years, you can't.
But also, he hasn't been beat in the ring. Yeah? He hasn't been beaten in the ring. And the only way a man's title should have... 100%. But the only way a man's titles really should be taken is if he gets legitimately beat. And really, after all that big circus what went on, nothing really come out of it.
The way that you lose your title is through bad guidance, bad living, and letting it go. And that's what he did. He made his mistakes, but now he's back, right? But I don't get all this, no, the real champ is Tyson Fury. No, you were the real champ, but you lost it.
So let's just say he was the real champ and got put on hold. Now his holds took off, so he's the real champ again.
No, but he's not because he lost it. But what he did in Germany was outstanding in terms of an achievement, and he didn't get the credit that he deserved for that. But go on.
This is a good interview, by the way, because I'm going to ask you. Would you have sent AJ to Germany to do what Tyson did? The honest truth.
If he was mandatory challenger and I couldn't get the money together to get Klitschko over here, 100%. You have to, when you get offered a world title shot, in my opinion, you have to take it. What are you in the game for otherwise? Listen, if you can get it on home soil, even better. But what you did against Lemieux, for example, not getting up your arse, but I was quite surprised you took that fight because I thought, no, don't get me wrong, I know you made decent money, it weren't life-changing money, but I do. I live and breathe the fucking game, mate. I know how much you've got, probably down to a cent, right? I'm not saying on here, but listen, decent, but what I'm saying is, you went there because you believed you can win and because you believed it was the right move for your career. And it was. It was a very smart decision. I didn't think it was at the time. You're fit, you're enjoying yourself, and that's what matters.
The main thing is you have to enjoy it. But also, I just want to clear, you've got another middleweight, Daniel Jacobs, that you know I take care of.
I think that's a brilliant fight.
It is a good fight, but the only thing is I'm with BT,
Yeah, but that doesn't
and he's with Sky.
No, he's not with Sky. He's with HBO. He's not with Sky. It doesn't matter if that fight's on BT. You know the problem with that fight is, he's making a lot more money than you're making in your fights, right? But to fight you, not a lot more. He's making more than you, right? But the problem is, Billy, is to fight you, he's going to want obviously more than he's making to fight Arias, right? And you're going to want more than you're getting to fight.
When you're the champ, you get to say, yeah.
Then make the offer.
He couldn't want more than me. How could that work? I doubt that.
No, trust me.
He done about 3,000 tickets his last fight, unless you'll pull it out of your pocket and give it to him.
There were 6,000 there, but HBO, trust me, and I mean he must have a good promoter because he's making a lot of money. That's me, by the way. That's me. But I don't see how that fight financially, yeah, because he's going to want a certain amount of money. So are you, and unless it's on Sky Box Office, the money can't be generated. But it ain't going to be on Sky Box.
me and Frank will sit down. We're chucking probably 250 or so, 300 grand. 250 or 300 grand. And we make the fight. If he wins the belt, like you said, if you want to be a chance to be world champion, you got to go there and take that chance.
The reason we joined HBO is to fight the winner of Canelo-Golovkin. So it'll all come to a head because he wants that fight, you want that fight. So
the main brother, if they're going to fight, they won't fight him again. That's the only thing. Canelo's not going to fight him. 100%. Canelo's 100%. Canelo's 100%. He won't fight me. I know he won't. Trust me. I know he won't. I know Canelo won't fight. Golovkin will.
Because you're hard work at the press conference, isn't you? Proper put people on edge at the presser.
It shouldn't come into the factor. If you want to be the man, you got to go for that. The press conference is only shit, innit? Listen, what I'm saying, look, what can you have? You can have a punch up before the fight.
You're one of those people that I can imagine fighters looking at and going, I'll deal with that geezer. He'll do my nutting. Like with Lemieux. Look at, you're still going now on Lemieux. Every now and again I see your tweets. It's like, all right, David, how are you? Or something like that. It's like, fucking, I can imagine him going, fuck off, leave me alone. You beat me in my backyard, leave it. And you're like, every now and again, hello, David. And then put that one out.
He won't admit defeat. If I get beat by If I get beat by somebody, I'll get beat by the better man. I'll shake his hand after. I'm a very good sportsman, and a lot of people will tell you that. You make Frankie. I spar Groves. I box Eubank. Eubank don't punch. Eubank's got a good work rate. I think that I can see. Groves can't let the early round slip. He has to use his feet. If he don't, Eubanks could outwork him. But I can just see Groves catching it. Who do you reckon?
I've gone a sort of full 360 on it. I think George Groves is a favourite, and I think he could stop him. I think. Do you know what? Eubank may be the real deal, which we'll find out. But what worries me is I look at Eubank hitting the pads with his mate, and I sort of think, you don't really know. You're not really thinking about the fight or what you're doing. And the dad says, I've spoken to the dad about it, and he says, when you have the natural talent of Junior, you don't need a trainer. And I just think Groves is very smart in the ring. And I think Shane McGuigan's very smart as well in the ring. And I think they'll have their tactics spot on. I know it can go out the window, but I just think they will have an outstanding mindset in this fight. But Junior is a handful. But you beat him, didn't you?
I beat him, yeah. I beat him. But just when you use a bit of boxing brain with him, he gets lost. But I'll tell you what I want to do with you before we go any further as well. If you're up for this. When Tyson Fury boxes AJ, we're shaking it now with the cameras here, we'll have a friendly 50 Gs. You got it, yeah?
You got that.
You got it.
You got it.
It's on, yeah? Now you got this here. So now that winner, we don't care about what odds it is with the bookies, we got it.
That's on. Trust me, that's on. 50 Gs.
50 grand.
No problem. No problem.
We're going to have to I'll get the lawyers on him.
If Tyson Fury wins.
If Tyson Fury wins, he gives me 50. If AJ wins, I'll give him 50. And I shook his hand. He knows it. Be a good fight. And only this man really and Frank Warren now can they work together though? That's the thing. Frank.
I don't know.
Is he with BT? I don't know. If he was with BT, could you work with BT?
We'd want to go where the money is for that fight, which is on Sky. But I would never stop a fighter, and I've done it plenty of times before, going on BT or boxing on a Frank Warren show. If the deal was right, I mean, John Ryder, we lost the purse bid for that fight. I didn't say to him, Frank would never, in the opposite situation, he would have gone, no, we'll go another way.
You did once. When you...
Seriously, watch out.
Why didn't you turn up that night?
My old man was there. I was away. My old man wanted to go. Yeah. But
Got Frank Warren for that.
just imagine if the right decision was made that night, it could have got Ryder's on the way back. Big win against Patrick Nelson. Yeah.
Ryder is very eager. Matter of fact, Ryder's probably my toughest opponent.
John Ryder against Jamie Cox.
I think it's great.
Might make that fight.
That's a good fight.
Might make that fight for the Haycock. Yeah. Well, Spike O'Sullivan was supposed to fight Danny Jacobs. because Golden Boy wouldn't let him. Because they've got plans for him. I think they want to line a few Canelo opponents up. And they just said no. Spike accepted the fight. So did Pascal. And they said, no, we want you to fight someone else. Mad, really.
Spike in mind for Canelo. Well, I would love to see that. I would love, because he deserves it. And I think he'd give a good encounter.
On the May 5th card. Good fight.
Very good fight. I'd love to see that. That will be good.
Would you go out as part of Spike's team? if
Yes,
you got the new fight?
100%. Listen, me and Spike go back a long way. Me and Spike go back a
I
long
was there when
way.
you boxed him at the Royal Albert Hall.
Who boxes Spike? I'm on Team Spike. He's a good man.
Nice man.
And after Billy fought and beat Willie Monroe, he called out Amir Khan at the time. Amir Khan's now with you. Let's say the Kell Brook fight wasn't to happen. Potentially Billy and Amir?
Nah.
Pointless me can't talk about fighting me. Because see that chin he's got, I'll lay him out on the floor. He's a nice fella, Amir.
You're not really a puncher.
No, I know I'm not, but he's not really got a good chin, and I really. You don't really have to be a puncher. Let's be fair about it. But like I say, it's just shit talk, me and Khan, but I'll just put it out there because you never know. Listen, it could be a good fight, innit? You know what I mean? It could be built right, but I'd rather see him fight Kell Brook. That's the fight everyone wants to see. Again, is it going to happen, the Kell Brook fight?
I hope so. And that's one of the reasons, obviously, we're working with both of them. Amir wants the biggest fights out there. Kell wants the biggest fights out there. Kell's got a tough fight against Rabchenko because he'll be very game and he'll be coming forward a lot. And I think we'll see what Kell Brook's all about in this fight and where he's at, skill-wise, timing-wise, heart-wise. Because Rabchenko will look to test it, but Kell Brook is a outstanding talent. I've always thought that, and I think he has a lot to give at 154.
Any chance of the Eddie Hearn, Billy Joe Saunders podcast? Do you think that's something you would
do
take
well,
into
wouldn't it?
consideration? I think it'd do numbers. Definitely do numbers.
Do you know what? The thing is with Billy is, and Tyson Fury is the same. You don't really get to see. They're actually bright people and very knowledgeable about boxing, but you don't really get to see that. You just get to see this fucking lunatic who does handbrake turns around down roundabouts and things.
That's what you're being a racist there. That's in the memory bank. That's in the memory bank.
How did you derive that from that? But they're both boxing. They really study their boxing.
Closing comments?
You do study your boxing.
I'll study what I need to study, business-wise.